So I want to talk about Challengers. This is the new Zendaya movie where she plays tennis and falls in love with one of these two White Walkers. I don't really want to talk about Challengers. I want to talk about Zendaya. Why do I want to talk about Zendaya? Because I've noticed a trend in every single one of the projects that I know her from. I know her from Dune. I know her from The Greatest Showman. I know her from Euphoria. I know her from Spider-Man. I know her from Malcolm and Marie. And Malcolm and Marie is the only movie that I've seen that her love interest is a non-white person. And I think that's kind of weird because it's also the worst movie that I've seen of her. I had high hopes for Malcolm and Marie, so much so that I recreated the entire trailer with my wife. No, I didn't. I did the first minute because it was easier. But I recreated the trailer. I watched the movie, and while watching the movie, I realized I'm never going to be able to watch this again because this is just not as good as everything else she's done. And not that she's bad in it, not that the whole thing is bad. It's just not a rewatchable, enjoyable fucking movie. You know, like the other ones mentioned, or the show Euphoria. And in it, in Euphoria, she falls in love with another white person, Hunter Schafer. And it's just, is she typecast to be the black woman that falls in love with a white person? Why can't she be in another type of interracial couple? Why can't she be from Newark falling in love with a fucking Puerto Rican? Those, I've seen that more often than I see the ones that she's playing on the fucking movies. You get what I'm saying? And it's not her fault. I'm sure she's sent projects, she reads them, and these are the ones where she feels like she could be artistically creative. Like, oh, I see this role, I'm gonna learn to play tennis, I'm gonna fucking, like, I'm sure that she's choosing the roles because they're the best roles put in front of her. So that just goes to show that this is what Hollywood, what these motherfuckers are doing to her. And she has money, and yes, she could probably create her own projects, but she's not at that. She's young, and in every single movie she has a love interest because that's what young people, that's what we did when we were young. We just want to, that's all we wanted to do. So I understand to a degree. But at the same time, it's starting to bother me because I want to see her do other shit. Because she's great. Yeah. Have you noticed that?